Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and the NDA has dropped for the Magic the Gathering Arena beta, so I thought people would be interested in seeing some of it. In fact, this is my first time playing it, so we can sort of learn together. If you know me, you know that I draft a lot, but currently we're only going to have constructed, but why don't we play some? So it looks like they have a bunch of pre-made decks for us to choose from. So why don't we start it off with Selesnya Pride and see what we think. So we're going to press play and we'll see you in just a second. Alright, so this is our opening hand. This actually looks fine to me. We don't have any white mana, but we're going to keep this. And we're on the play, I imagine. Okay. Let's see how intuitive this is. Oh, there's our white mana, so we're going to go ahead and play that. Play the Prowler. So it looks like you click and you drag out and it automatically taps mana for you and stuff. I'm sure there's settings I could change, but these are the base settings of the game. So this is kind of, I'll tell you what my first impressions are. Ah, Shadowed Caravel, I remember that, okay. It's a lot of hash-up oases. So this enters tapped, so that would prevent us from playing our Pouncing Cheetah. So I'm just going to play an Oasis here. And go to Combat, Attack. Now, I'm going to see how easy it is to play Pouncing Cheetah on my opponent's turn. So we're going to end the turn. No combat, no attackers, no blockers. Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, that worked well. Alright, so let's go ahead and play another Plains. And then we're going to... Oh. Alright. Well, there's game one. Let's try game two. Oh, okay, so let's look a little bit at what I got rewarded with for just beating that first game. Remember, I'm playing this alongside with you guys completely right now. We're going to learn exactly how Arena is working, because it does seem like, so far, almost precisely like Hearthstone, except that it's Magic gameplay with Hearthstone style. Hey, it's free. Hey, you earn stuff as you play. Okay, so we got 200 gold for that first game. And we got a Raptor companion. So why don't we just see how easy it is to adjust the decks. Let's take this Selesnya Pride deck and double click to edit. Easy enough. Why don't we take a look at what's actually in the deck. So Cartouche of Solidarity. Looks like it's sorted by curve. Here on the left we have everything. So let's say we wanted to bring the... Looks like we've got some... See this Raptor Companion that we just got and where that is. Alright, so here it is. So if we want to bring that into the deck, that brings us up to 61, sure. So let's cut something for that. So we'll get a 3/1 dinosaur instead of... well, we could cut like... Where was it? I just saw the... I mean, Watches the Dead's a pretty... easy card to cut, I guess, if you'd rather have a 3/1. But I thought I saw the 0/3 guy, who's not super impressive. Alright, let's just cut Watches of the Dead, because the card's not all that good anyway. So, if I go done, are we all saved up and good now, or... Let's see if it saved it by, or if I had to click something else. No, looks like we're good. Okay, let's try game two. Maybe to make things more interesting, we should try a different deck here in game two. So why don't we just go right down the line here. We'll take our Izzet Spellweaving. Granted, I haven't looked at what's in it, but why don't we just play and figure it out. Alright, We're in another match. Let's see what happens. I mean, it does seem pretty fast-paced, especially compared to the MTGO client, which is cool. So opponent's going first. Alright, here's our opening hand, and we will be keeping this. So we have a counter spell, a magma spray. This looks like a cool little keep. Got some good stuff going on here. Alright, got a negate too, so we can play a land and pass. We can play an opt at the end of their turn. Alright, so it's opt. Top card is an island, so a second blue mana. I think we can bottom that. We don't have any double blue spells needed in the hand, so why don't we move that to the bottom? Try to. Bottom or top? Drag cards to put them on top of the bottom of your library. Oh, I see. Alright, so we got a desert, and then we drew an entrancing melody. Well, this already looks like a pretty sweet deck, so let's put out our mountain, and we'll pass turn. We can always cycle our desert, or censor something, or negate something. All of these seem like good options to me. So I think we're just going to cycle the desert. It's pretty interesting how little I have to make decisions here. Like, I'm not, you know, it kind of just knows what I want to do, which is pretty interesting. That's some good, pretty good programming so far. I haven't had to say, look, I'm interested in cycling it. You know, it just, and it automatically taps my mana for me, which does save some time. However, I'm going to see how good the programming is when it comes to, hey, look, I'd like to use this colored mana rather than this colored mana. So I'm not going to counter the Supreme Will. That's going to let them put a card from the top 4 into their hand and the rest on the bottom. So it could be that they're a control deck as well. Okay, I'm going to cycle Censor now. Okay. Alright. So now we can play Highland Lake and pass here. And I can I think I accidentally clicked in turn after it had gone to their turn, so now I can unclick it and hopefully I can react to something if they don't do anything. So it looks like we're both just sort of like, hey, I'm waiting to counter, and hey, I'm waiting to counter. So this is, it looks like a mirror match. One of us is going to have to pull the trigger soon here, but we'll see what happens. So I mean, I've got some options here. I can kill things or counter things. That's about it. Another Supreme Will. I think we're just going to allow that. Not a devastating spell, so go ahead and we're going to wait on this spell swindle until we find something we really need to counter here. Cryptic Serpent. Alright, so we can spell swindle that. Get some treasures along the way. 7, as a matter of fact. Okay. So once again, we're passing. We've got Entrancing Melody to take better creatures. Otherwise, we've got kill spells and all sorts of other stuff. Alright, just gonna keep playing lands until something happens here. I mean, we're not in danger yet, so I wouldn't mind having another hard counter, but I think getting 7 treasure was a little too good to pass up. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. So they have a Arch of Araska, which will let them 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, they're not, at least they're not at Ascend yet, but that is in fact a problem. Enigma Drake, so now my options are basically, yeah, Entrancing Melody to steal that. That seems fine to me. I have a feeling we're going to have to protect our Entrancing Melody, but so pay 1. So we want to pay X is 3. Okay. Do I have to tap or? See what's happening here. They probably, I mean, it's giving them the option to counter, I imagine. Okay, and then we can negate your spell swindle. There we go. Cool. All right. That is that. Can't attack with it because we just got it. So let's pass. Ooh, that's a good spell. Some good card advantage. Well, it looks like they're going to be able to Gale Strike if they have that in their hand. But I can't really... I can not attack, I guess. But I'd rather just, you know, attack here. So, we'll attack. Looks like they could burn it as well. Nope, they Gale struck it. Okay. So, I can't play around that, so it looks like they're going to get it. Which means we'll pass. But they're going to get their... they're going to get some serious card advantage here soon. Next turn, this turn as a matter of fact, they're going to get their city's blessing if they have a land. And so it keeps the information revealed in their hand of what I already know, which is kind of cool. So I don't have to like write it down. So just sort of some snapshot features I'm looking at. So far I'm pretty impressed. I really don't have any complaints at all, actually. Let's see what they're casting here. Alright, just recasting Drake. And another Cryptic Serpent. Alright, so this at least looks like a pretty good opportunity to get some value out of our Hour of Devastation. Pick up a 2-for-1 when we can here. We still have some mana, so we'll see if we're allowed. Alright. Got our 2-for-1. I'll take it. But kind of in a losing position here now, since they have Commander's Awakening to draw solo every turn, and they have this Arch of Orazca too, which is going to let them draw. So I'm still just going through the steps because I want them to think I have a counterspell. Although, pretty sure when you have a Commander's Awakening and an Arch of Orazca, you can play around it pretty easily. Or play into it and not really care. More like. Alright, end our turn here. Uh-oh, pull from tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of card advantage. Alright. So they've decided they draw 4 cards. It's pretty good. So, that was at the end of our turn. Yes. You get to draw yet another card. So they're up to 7 cards in hand. This does not look great for us. Alright, they're just chilling. So are we. So it looks like this would be a good opportunity for them to use their Arch of Orazca. See if they do. Alright. They get to do their Arch here. And alright, new plan. We're just gonna deck them. Alright. Well, at least they have to draw from Commander's Awakening, I guess. That'll work towards our mill plan here. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one, but I mean, let's see how many kill conditions they have. I guess we can still deal with the next couple creatures, I guess. Alright, Bloodwater Entity. Jeez, that one's actually pretty good. They're going to put Pull from Eternity on top of their deck. Guess they could do Spell Swindle too. Maybe in response to that I should kill the Entity. It does have Prowess though. So let's see how this works. Alright, they're choosing Opt. Let's try and spray the Entity in response to them getting Opt back. They didn't even protect it? Okay. That's actually kind of funny. I mean, you have 8 cards in hand. I'm pretty sure you've got some instant speed spell you can do to pump your dude up. But maybe not. Who knows? I don't know why you would choose Opt over, like, Pull from Eternity, too. Alright. Enigma Drake is going to resolve. And we cannot abrade that, so... Vizier of Many Faces. Jeez. Alright, so it's going to enter as a copy of Enigma Drake. Alright, I'm going to play land, pass the turn, and I guess we're going to be Gale Striking Enigma Drake. Alright, so opponent is going to get their Commander's Awakening. And we're going to hope to resolve, I guess, a Gale Strike against a grip full of a lot of cards. Champion of Wits. Alright, well, I guess they need some more cards. Yeah, this deck, I mean, I don't know what pieces our deck has compared to theirs, but cards I've seen so far are very good. This deck looks very cool. A lot of card advantage, and then fun cards like Enigma Drake that end up being just huge bodies mid to late game. So that coupled with counter spells and card advantage seems like a good strategy to me. And they're at this point, they're like, you know what? I don't even need counter spells or removal anymore. I'm just going to discard them to deal more damage to you. So will Gale Strike the Enigma Drake, the real one? Uh-oh. Looks like we're getting countered here. Which means we're actually going to take 16 damage. Lightning Strike. Jeez. And they're opting. And Hieroglyphic Illumination, jeez. More card advantage? What else we got? Then they're cycling another one to buff their Drake. Some more here. Hey, we have one of those too. Alright. Yep, we take 11, which is a lot. Ouchie. Jeez, you didn't have to play a Thunderbolt clip there. Alright, let's cycle the desert first. Oh, good question. Yes, I would like to cycle it. Okay. Well, that's not what we need. So let's play that and play this. And then pass. Essence Scatter. Okay. So it looks like we died. But this deck is sweet, actually. I like it. We're good. In the turn. So let's see what happens when we die. So we got 200 gold for winning that last game, even though our opponent did give up pretty fast there. Let's see what happens what we get when we lose. Okay, so our opponent was like using timeouts or something and was basically not letting us essentially they weren't killing us, they were just sort of sitting there. So I conceded, and it looks like we still get 225 gold reward here. We got more for losing than we did for winning. So let's go on and play with Gruel. Little red-green deck. We shall play. See you in round 3. Alright, round 3. Got ourselves a keep here. Very good hand. So we're going to start her off with the tap land, which means we won't be able to play Commune, but that's no big deal. Alright. Play the Gorge. Pass the turn. Alright. We're going to go land, hatchling, go. Raging Sword Tooth. Okay. So let's move to combat. Get in there. And we'll follow up with a Death Spitter. Alright, they cast Doomfall, reveal my hand, and then they get to exile one from it. So let's see what they choose. I'm assuming the Sword Tooth, but could be the Raptor, because that's an actual card we can play next turn. Alright, so they chose the... looks like they chose the Raging Raptor. Let's get in there again. And then we're going to cast Commune with Dinosaurs. That guy's expensive, but I want him. And then Samet's in here too? Jeez. Well, we could take the Avatar, but we are quite a ways away from that. If we take the land, we're closer to our Sword Tooth. But, I think we're going to take the fatty here. So let's play a land now and pass. Like I said, we're quite a ways away from the fatty, but I'm a little more interested in getting our rare big guy than getting a land, even though it gets us closer to Sword Tooth. Because we either draw a land and play Sword Tooth next turn, or we ideally draw a spell, like Ryle, for example, that we can play. Alright, well, let's cast it. I mean, I guess we can wait on that. Can attack first. They might have like a Gale Strike, though. They have all their mana up. Why don't we attack first in case they try and, in response to my Ryle, kill our Death Spitter. Alright. Now we'll Ryle. Oh, another fatty. Okay. Sounds good. I guess I'm done. They post-combat play the poisoner, huh? Well, I can kill that now with my hatchling, which I kind of want to do because it gives me a 3/3. I can kill it with my Death Spitter, but then I don't get anything out of it. So I think we're gonna savagely stomp here. Guess I'm not sure how many fatties exactly are in our deck. Well, there's another one. So we can attack with both, or we can just attack. I think we just attack with the 3/3 actually. Death Spitter is more valuable to us when we play a Sword Tooth. Alright. Big fat serpent comes down. We get our 5th land, so we're going to go land, Sword Tooth, deal 2 to you. So we still can't get in there because this has 4 left, so we're just going to no attack this turn. Alright, Vizier of Many Faces. I'm going to copy their Cryptic Serpent. Looks like they did. Okay. We draw Channeler Initiate, which is not bad. If I were to attack with everything, they could block a 6/5 on the 5/5 trample, 6/5 on the 3/3, and then trade, and they would still go to 2. So I think we're just going to play an Initiate and pass. Set up to bust out the fatties soon here. Oh, we can put 3 counters on anything, right? But we have to right click to zoom in, remove them. Yeah, we want to we're going to put it on itself because we want to remove counters to ramp into our guys here. Alright, so we're going to go with Tali here. It's making us tap the mana because there's a Channeler Initiate involved. Okay, so they countered that, so we'll have to be a little bit more patient here. I mean, we could just swing in with the Sword Tooth, I guess. Sort of makes sense. Trade with the Serpent. I guess this lets them pay 7 to copy their Cryptic Serpent again, but I guess that's okay. Better chance of resolving our 7 drops if we were to draw land. Alright, they didn't use the Vizier, which makes me think maybe they do have a counterspell, but we'll play the Oasis. And we can can actually sack it. It makes me think they have a counter if they're not using Vizier. It's only a 5 cost Embalm though. It's not like I can play around Essence Scatter. So maybe we do just start playing some fat here, huh? We'll use the Oasis last. So why don't we just drop an Avatar? I'd rather them counter something that gains us life right now than something that potentially can just make big dudes all day. They didn't even counter it. Okay. So we gained some life. And we're back in chill mode for now. No attacks here. I mean, if I attack with both, they block my 3-2, or block my 3-3 and block my 3-2 in trade, so just not quite at lethal yet. Getting there. Next turn might be a different story. Alright, so now they're embalming. Probably copying our Avatar, I imagine. Which does make sense. Okay. Vanquished our initiate. And now we can abrade here. So well, we should probably get rid of that Vizier. So let's play the let's do combat first here. We're going to attack with these two. Okay. So we'll let the damage happen. Oh wait, I suppose we should abrade. Well, it lets us get a trample damage through, but if they have a removal, it kind of is costly, so I'm going to chill on abrade until after damage. And I could have used the Oasis, I guess, but I'm okay for now. 3 damage to this guy. And then we'll do some migration here. Pay the extra 1. And yeah, I guess we'll just grab a forest. Probably should have grabbed a mountain, I guess, but that's alright. Card's pretty good. Ooh, Cartouche of Ambition. Well, Lifelink's going to be a bit of an issue. At least our Deathspitter's still alive. So we're going to cast the Spine back. Savage Stomp, not bad. Let's get our Spine back out there, though. No attackers. And I guess the plan is start spitting dudes out. Alright, so they're attacking with the Ravagers. We're not going to block. They do get to gain life here. But ideally, we could still potentially win, depending on what that last card is. Tetsamok! Well, that's not the card I wanted to see. I don't know why they didn't kill my Death Spitter too, though. So, it seems like it's going to be difficult to win. I can Oasis plus Stomp. I guess that's not the worst. And then we'll stomp the lifelinker. So we can play Regisar, I guess, and then chump Tetsamok. So I definitely played out of order there. I should have played the spine back before they embalmed, because I forgot about the embalm guy. So they got to copy our avatar and get back in it there. Alright. We'll concede her up here. Alright. So, I hope you enjoyed this little intro to Arena. If you like these videos, let me know in the comments what you think, and I'd be happy to do these more often. I'm definitely excited. I think the interface, remember, you're like learning alongside me in real time what I think of this interface, and I thought it was just fine. I liked it. It's pretty intuitive. I saw when you press escape, you can choose to turn off auto tap. So I would say, yeah, if you're playing some drafts or anything like that, you most likely want auto tap off, but felt pretty intuitive. Interface seemed quicker than MTGO. I like this little, hey, do this many things and you get this reward. That Hearthstone style system seems fun. So just let me know what you think in the comments. I'd be happy to do more of these videos. Hope you enjoyed it. Here's a little intro to Magic the Gathering Arena. We'll see you soon.